I love what they're doing on the West Coast. They have 2 sleds out there now. Obviously, we know the Golden State Invitational is badass, and the events leading up to that are great as well. But I really like what they're doing. So without further ado, are you ready, Kenzie?
I'm ready.
Do it.
It has my sound right now.
What? We don't have any sound yet?
I couldn't find a good one.
So that's Mackenzie's back now, Mike. Okay, we're gonna start having some graphics. We'll have to ask Brian what sound he wants to put on that, don't you think?
Just no real sounds.
No real sound, yeah, because we don't want to get copyright stricken. Does that sound good? Mike, are you ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's roll.
Hey, it's Brian and the Trev.
Hey,
How you guys doing?
We're good. How are you guys?
Good, Trevor. Glad to have you home. How's it feel to sleep in your own bed?
Feels very good. Feels
Yeah,
nice.
good. Normally we see you in Bree's bedroom or her living room, wherever that is. So,
True, yeah.
which is still okay. We like that the fact that you're hanging out with her.
Yeah.
Do you get to
I
spend
think this
Thanksgiving with her, or does she go home and you go home, or where are we at in a relationship? Are we spending Thanksgivings together yet, or
No, she's in Tahoe for the week, so
Tahoe?
it's a ways away from us.
Fancy.
Okay.
It's bougie.
So it's not a vehicle?
It's like going to Starbucks and then adding 7 things to your coffee order.
Okay.
You know, like I just say
Yeah.
latte, and then the bougie people say a skinny mint, 0.5%, a little whipped cream, some sprinkles, in a cold cup.
In a cold cup.
I don't know. I'm just making stuff up, but it's all good. Hey, my son got engaged Saturday night. My oldest son. So he sent
Congratulations.
me a picture of a ring. So there he is, the golden boy. Oh, James.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys. We've done our part now.
James, ready? All right.
That is definitely not a science hall or a lecture arena. Like,
He's in his bedroom.
I wish it was. I'm joining you tonight from the back house of the Massetti family estate. Unfortunately, not a classroom. It's a sad day, honestly. But
I don't think it's
most of
sad.
it.
I'm glad to have you home.
no, I'm happy to be there.
SMU is glad that they're not having to chase down the beer money bandit anymore and figure out who's leaving all these doors unlocked.
Yeah.
There, Mike. It's UMS. We say it backwards so they don't catch on to us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The
All you guys were like, what the hell?
Methodist University of Southerners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely different place.
Speaking of the Methodist, Spielman's on the show now. So
Hey,
that's
John.
outstanding.
How you guys doing?
Are the Massettis out of friends yet? Yeah.
What did he put on
You
Almost.
said other Mercedes out of friends yet?
there?
We're getting there.
That's
Where's John coming to us from?
He says morning. That's all he says. Do you know he's going pro mod, guys?
Oh, is that?
Pro mod John.
Yeah.
That's pro
I
mod
didn't
John.
know his name.
He sold his country mod. He's going pro mod. Yeah.
Got to.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Awesome. Well, we had a great start to our show. We had Shannon and Bill Leichner on tonight, the Dirt Slinger legends, and now we slide out west to be out. We go out west to be a cowboy. Spielman, I still need to check on those dates. Don't let me forget about that. What we talked about earlier.
Call me tomorrow.
Okay. All I did was talk on the phone all day today. So
Did you sell anything?
we got a couple applications in, got 2 accepted offers. Yeah. Since the election, rates haven't come down. Rates came down a little bit today because of the new Fed chair that Trump picked for the Secretary of Finance, I think it is, and the bond market liked whoever they picked. So I think that's good. So that's
Cool.
good. So, well, good deal, Brian. This is where you take over, bro.
All right. Well, welcome to Monday Nights with Massettis and Friends. I'm here with Trev tonight. James is out in the cottage. And we got a couple more going to join us here in a few minutes, I think. But I'd like to welcome John Spielman and Greg McCullough to our show tonight. John's been on a number of podcasts, but we'll go ahead and introduce him in a minute. But Greg McCullough has been pulling with us for years in the 6,000 Superstock class. Well, before that, what were you pulling in, Greg?
I was pulling street modified to start out with.
Fancy Kev.
Okay. Well, there's Uncle Kev.
Well, hi, guys.
Sorry.
It's all right. So Greg, I think you said you've seen this show a few times. If you don't mind, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do outside of pulling?
Well, felt like the rest of us, we wear a bunch of different hats. So we we have a family business up here in Lodi. We have a machine shop. We do the big like vacuum blowers and cement truck pneumatic systems, as well as truck repair. And we've got a full service machine shop. So kind of puts all the tools in my hands to go play with the tractor pull trucks and all that.
Nice. And you just brought up another part of pulling, tractor. Is there anything down that road in your future?
Yeah. Bought a chassis last year out of the Midwest, a single engine for the 6,000. I guess you call it is it the light super? I don't know how they name that one.
Light modified.
Light modified. Yeah. So engine's on its way together. It's coming on dyno the first week of January. So it'll be going together here. It's rolled in the shop at the house to get started on. That's one of many projects still to get done. So
Well, that's cool. That's exciting.
yeah, be adding one more to the group of them now. So I'll have 3 of them to play around with. So
What are you gonna name this one, Greg?
that's been a
Let me
big
guess. It's something doing it. I guarantee that.
We were going to continue down the same line, but I said, you know what, we probably ought to break away from that because it's only going to get worse as it carries on. So.
Yeah.
I think we got a name picked out for it. So my wife and daughter were making fun of me one night at the house, and I've been on a little weight loss journey, been eating vegetables and stuff, and she started getting all cranky with it. She's like, "What are you, just like a long neck dinosaur? I'm gonna start calling you Long Neck." And I said, "You know what? That's a pretty good name for the tractor." So,
There you go.
And there it is, long neck.
No.
yep.
I like it.
Very nice. Well, thank you for that, Greg. But I'd like to introduce someone here, if we could, tonight. Down in the bottom of the screen, that's Steve. That is Kevin and I's older brother. He's the oldest of the 3.
He is. You do. It's real.
And the
It
handsome.
does exist.
He
So-
kind of got that Massetti vibe going on, doesn't he, Kenzie?
Yeah, more Kevin.
Yeah, a little more Kevin.
Yep, that's
Ryan,
what I
you
was-
use just for men or what?
Aaron and I have the
some-
same hairdo.
There's some sort of striking similarity. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something about it gives me Kevin vibes.
This show would only be better if Jim would come on.
Oh, yeah.
Papa, the patriarch, and
I
talk
heard
about
he was-
chasing Nana.
I heard he was
about-
banned. Yeah.
Yeah, that
He is
we
banned.
had some FCC violations. When we don't do that. So, Steve, thanks for joining us tonight.
thanks for having
It's
me.
Thanksgiving week. We thought we'd try to get more of the family on here, so hope you guys don't mind.
It's your show, Brian.
It's your show. We're just guests here, Jason.
I know,
We
but I
know
just
our
say
role.
that to be humble. It's something I
Okay,
do.
thanks.
I'm working on it.
Appreciate that,
Why
buddy.
did you do that?
Steve, so the way this show works is we are guests, which you happen to be a guest and a family member. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Your family? Where do you live? Whatnot? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking bourbon. I mean, it's after 5 o'clock, so obviously I'm drinking bourbon. So I'm Steve. I live in Los Angeles. I grew up in Madera, just like Brian and Kevin. I manage school construction programs, so I build schools for a living. I got 5 kids, wife and an ex-wife. I don't know. Am I missing anything, Brian?
No, I think that you nailed it, Steve. Yeah, that's perfect.
Steve,
Yeah, that's
Steve, how did
basically
you
me
end
in a nutshell.
Steve, how far do you live from Compton?
Oh shit! Far, Stephen. Far.
I mean, it's everything in LA is like a half hour away, so probably about a half hour.
All right, cool. Well, your brother Brian and I are going to Compton next April in his Dodge.
Oh, Jason,
No, you're
just
not there
wait.
yet.
Just wait for a little bit.
Yeah, James,
Steven's
you got
a
something.
Tesla.
I got
truck.
something cooked up for you.
Hey, I had a little rough go with the Tesla. I got 3 bent rims, and I need new tires. It's gonna be about $4,000. So if anybody wants to Venmo me any money, I would accept that. So I'm sick of Wisconsin roads and Pirelli tires. So I'm gonna bring this happen at me up there in the corner. So it's all good.
Shit. Sorry to hear that.
No, honest to God, Steve, we thought you were not. We didn't think you were a real person. So this means a lot to me to have you come on the show.
Oh, that happens a lot, Jason.
Does it? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
No,
Do you? Did you go pulling with Dad back in the day?
Yeah. I mean, I drove the Fever. Well, obviously I was older than Brian, so I was able to drive before him.
You're older than Brian.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to tell,
hey,
but
I introduced him as my older brother.
but yeah, I've been pulling since I got longer than I can remember. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know if Brian has shown you some of the pictures of our dad with that old panel truck that he had, the first puller that he built. But I can remember times when we were going to the pulls with that truck, and we'd come down to LA later on with yellow fever and scarlet fever, and I mean it was great. It's great family time. Obviously, that's why everybody's still doing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
if he didn't live so far away and wasn't so busy, we'd get him to more pulls. But
That's true.
But anyways,
Well, San Luis Obispo's not that far. It's like 100 miles, right?
Yeah, if that. I mean, I've gone to the pull at Cal Poly a few times. It's been a while since I've gone, honestly. In fact, the last pull I went.
You're going in 2025 if we're going to be friends, Steve.
I'll do that, and I'll be back at GSI next year as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to do it this year, but it's obviously a great time.
You were at the first two, weren't you?
I was at the first one, Brian. I don't think I came to the second one.
Oh, no, you're right.
I can't. It's hard for me to remember, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, cool. So,
I
very
think you
good.
did.
Well,
There's a 50-50 chance that I was there.
Either you were or you weren't. You're right.
Yeah. Did you guys have a bet tonight or no? Did he lose?
No.
Okay.
Is this the no doubt bet?
No. So, John
I'll start
Spielman, who is a friend like family. Everybody knows you as the track guru, as like Willie Nelson's younger son, and the Mullet Twins' his uncle. But what do you do, like, for real, when you're not building pull tracks?
So me and my dad have a small excavation company. We mostly work on gas stations. So we do pile driving for all the people to work underground, all the demo and tank work, and we do some grading and paving, but mainly we do pile driving for gas stations. It'd be like 95% of what we do.
You ever demolish gas stations?
Once in a while, we actually demolish quite a bit of stations. Sometimes we get some good goodies from them.
Yeah. Like what?
So,
What kind of cool shit you get?
well, the Slurpee machine allegedly came from somebody I know. But growing up, we did a lot more demo, and I saved everything as a kid. I had Slurpee machines and soda machines and everything you thought at a gas station, hot dog machine on the Snap-on cart, and all those things. So I've kind of outgrown the phase of saving things, and I just talk my friends into it now.
Nice. It works out well sometimes.
It does once in a while. So
Yeah.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Hey, the next time you stumble in one of them Slurpee machines, I'm your call.
They're a little bit of a heavy load for your Tesla all the way back to Wisconsin.
We have friends with pickups too. Don't worry. So
There you go.
There you go.
And I do quite a bit of welding in our shop too. We, part of our business is fabricating stuff. So we have a decent sized fab shop, and with that, I do a bunch of welding for other stuff as well.
You've repaired a pull truck chassis or two in your day?
A pull truck chassis or two. I've probably worked on a fair number of pulling vehicles out here now at this point. A little here, a little there, but we're building a couple chassis right now for local guys. So we'll see how that works out.
You building
John?
anything else?
John, what's that? What's Judy's comment mean?
I don't know anybody that spells their name that screwed up, but
I'm not sure. Judy's probably drinking. That's probably what it means. I'm going to get a text here in a minute. Sorry, what was your question, Brian?
are you building anything else right now in your shop?
Yeah, I'm building a super farm for me. It's been a long project. But that's, and I'm always building lots of other little stuff, but for tractor related stuff, that's probably the biggest project we got going on right now.
Very nice. Well, I'm excited to see that.
Definitely drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, Judy hangs out with, well, Doug used to work for, I don't know if you can call him my arch nemesis, but our largest competition in business. So she likes to rub that in once in a while.
Do you want us to ban Judy from the show? One word and she's gone.
No, then I'll have to hear it from Doug. So Judy's all right.
Judy, that's your warning. Judy, if you see this one more time, you're going out there with all the other spammers that just want me to send them a DM.
Well, Trev, Kev, James, Steve, Mike, Jason, Kinsey, do you guys have any questions for our guest tonight?
Back to Greg. When did you start pulling, Greg?
So I built the green truck at the end of 2019 just to have everything shut down for COVID as soon as I got it done. So I made a few practice passes down here in the valley, but my first pull was actually up in Shoshone, Idaho for the guys out of Utah, the United Truck and Tractor Pulling.
What made you want to start pulling?
Somewhere to burn up money, apparently.
Well, hey, I got some ideas. You could have just called me, Greg.
You found the right spot.
I remember back, it must have been in the early 90s. I couldn't have been more than 4 or 5. My parents took me up to Sacramento. We used to have the monster trucks and the tractor pulls in Arco Arena. And that was the first time I remember seeing them. And then it wasn't until later that I ended up going out to Clements out there to the pulls, and that got me sucked into it. I was old enough to kind of get interested into building something. And then by the time we bought our house and got kind of settled in, I go, okay, this is the next priority. We're not worried about any home improvements. We're going to start building. So,
Attaboy.
Nice.
I'm still getting reminded about that to this day, that we haven't remodeled anything that my wife wants. But I go, now we're building the tractor. After the tractor, maybe.
Maybe.
Nice.
Always leave it hanging. Steve, what's it like being the favorite Mercedes?
Honestly, it's a burden.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you recognizing that, Jason. It's tough.
Joan just texted me and she just wanted me to put that out there. So.
No,
She came down. So we're in Sequoia right now, just for a little vacation before Thanksgiving. And she came down to see us yesterday and was pretty frank about the fact that, there's a favorite. She came to see him yesterday. So, it's a burden.
I didn't
Jason.
see Mom yesterday.
No, I know, Kevin. See, this is funny because Brian and I both know that there is a favorite Massetti, and it ain't Steve or Brian.
What's your first pulling memory of Dad? Do you remember the year of the place?
Oh shit! So I have a problem. I don't remember things. Oh, is it okay to say bad words on this?
Yeah. It's
good.
Massetti and friends.
Okay, good. So yeah, I don't.
And Drunk Brothers. It's okay. We have them on every week.
Good. I don't have a real good memory of a great memory of my childhood. Frankly, it's kind of a weird thing about me, but I do remember one of the things I remember earliest memories of pulling was, I want to say we were in LA in the 80s at the Coliseum, and there was somebody did something like broke a front end, and my dad and Jerry Holt and a bunch of other competitors stayed up to I don't know if they worked all night, but probably till 3 a.m. to help this guy get back on the track for the second day of the pull. And that, to me, it says a lot about my dad, but about all the pullers, honestly. And the fact that these guys, they'd rather get their competitor back out to face them again than have the guy miss a day. So that's one of my earliest memories of pulling. And honestly, a lot of things about memories aren't super accurate. I could have made that up in my head, but I'm pretty sure it happened.
Well, I do know one difference between you and Kevin. You wait until 5 to start drinking bourbon. Kevin doesn't have a time frame, just so you know.
Yeah, no, that's why he's the favorite, honestly.
Oh shoot! I love
I
it.
think
love
Steve's
it.
going to be a regular on this show.
I like him. I like him already.
He
Hey, if
talks
you ever-
real good. Yeah.
If you ever have a show about ideas for cheating and pulling, I've done a lot of I mean, not cheating, but like expanding, having a competitive advantage in pulling. I've done a lot of thinking about that.
Steve is also something we didn't mention. He's an engineer and an attorney, a lawyer, right? I mean, you don't practice law, but
No, I'm a recovering attorney, but I did practice law for a minute.
like he's an engineer and a lawyer all mixed in one. So he's full of shit and he can cheat. So.
Well, and he's already defended himself before he even committed the crime. I love it.
Right.
That's my kind of people. I'm not gonna. I think I get along with Steve. I think I can get along.
Yeah.
I think we could, Jason.
I think we could have some things in common. It'd be fun.
Well, we're going to take this Tesla truck through Compton, so it's bulletproof. That's why.
Are you
Do
talking
you have a
about my
cyber
truck?
truck, Steve? Steve,
I
you have
do.
a cyber truck?
Yeah. I got the Cyber Beast. So I ordered this thing probably like I
3
feel
years
like
ago.
5 years ago. I don't know
Yeah.
when it was, but the first day I ordered it on the first day.
You paid the $500 down or whatever.
It was $100, and it was refundable. So I'm like, of course I'm doing that. And then early this year, I got an email saying, your Cybertruck will be ready late this year. And so I thought I got till November to decide. I don't know. And in my mind, it was November always. And then all of a sudden, one day in June, I got a text that said, or an email that said, your Cybertruck's ready for pickup tomorrow. So I picked it up, and honestly, it's pretty amazing. I mean, I know, like, I'm sure that there's a lot of hate for electric vehicles in the pulling community, and I've seen some videos of guys that have pulled the Rivian and the Cybertruck, but on the street, I mean, that sumbitch is scary fast.
I love it. I'm getting one.
We like Teslas and cyber stuff now because Elon and Mr. Trump.
Yeah, so that's the funny thing. I work in Santa Monica, and there's a lot of progressive people in Santa Monica. And at first, with Teslas, like everybody who was from the more rural communities, more conservative communities, they didn't like Teslas because, it's like a hippie electric car thing. And now all of a sudden, Elon came out to support Trump, and all this. I get flipped off probably 3 times a month in Santa Monica driving my Cybertruck.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I take it as a badge of honor.
You should.
Cool. Well, so Greg, Steve, John, if you guys didn't know, this is the point of the show where we turn it over to James, who's Jason's favorite Massetti, and James has this pretty cool game we play. So Jay, take over, bud.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
sure.
James. James,
Yes.
wait. We found something on the YouTube that Steve sparked my interest on. So give me a second here.
Yeah, go for
because
it.
he's working on it. My assistant, my co-pilot here.
I saw this earlier.
Is that wild hair?
Look at that old girl.
There we go.
There's the Steve. Whoa.
Jesus Christ. I hope that wasn't Steve
Whoa,
driving.
whoa, whoa, whoa! What happened there? That track sucks.
Like something might have broke.
Watch the left front tire.
That wouldn't be good.
I'd say we broke the rear end on that one.
Yeah, that's a two-wheel drive truck right now.
I mean, it looks like several things broke.
All right, we just
Hey,
wanted to show that.
In the clips you were showing earlier with Bill and Shannon in the indoor pool, I think it was Cincinnati, Ohio. The Wild
Yeah.
Air truck was there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw it there. Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you I was watching you earlier because I like your shows.
Oh, well, you should. You're part of it. So.
Well, I like you, Jason.
Oh.
All right. You let me know when you can see
Hold on.
this, Jason.
Wait
Wait.
1 second.
Okay, perfect.
had done 20 minutes before the show.
Ooh,
Uh-huh.
I have the number
Yeah,
for my
we're
first
getting
guest
there.
written down.
You got
that's
graphics.
looking good.
That was cool.
What manual say? If I don't see a monster truck pull, then race the mud bog at GSI next year, I'm going to be let down.
Sorry to let
Brian,
you
you
down.
remember
but
you remember that when they'd hook Bigfoot up to the sled and let him pull?
and he went and turned left.
Yeah.
They
They would
pulled the
pull,
sled
like,
all the
from-
way past the track and then just kept going. He turned the corner and just kept pulling it.
Well, the way those were set up back in the day in the big stadiums was they would pull like from left field towards home plate, and then the other sled was basically sitting at home plate, and they would pull out towards right field down the foul lines. And if I remember correctly, at one point, was it Bigfoot or the Budweiser Boss?
You know, you're probably right. It was probably Budweiser Boss.
That pulled down towards home plate and then just turned left and kept on going out to left field.
That was a hell of a show.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to the James Massetti show.
Am I on air right now?
You are.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Well, this is our 6th edition of the Marketplace segment of Monday Nights with Massetti and Friends. For those of you that don't know, which I'm not sure, Steve, you've watched the show, or Greg?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this
Like
is
we would both say that even if we hadn't.
Yeah.
No, Steve, the truth is Greg does watch it. Steve's full of shit. I just want to point that
That's totally fine. Totally fine.
Well, you know me, Jason.
out.
Well,
No, you're
anyways,
in the city. I get it.
I'm going to show you a marketplace listing, and your goal is to guess the asking price, but it's Price is Right rules, so closest without going over wins. It's 1 point for the closest answer and 3 points if you get the exact answer. And the winner may or may not get a GSI t-shirt. We'll touch on that a little bit later. But for our first listing, just to jump right into it.
Does James still get a point if everybody goes over?
Yeah, of course, James still gets a point. Yeah. And again, I make the rules just to clarify. So if anything that is a discrepancy, I make the final call. But this is a mod tractor. It's coming to you out of Farmersville, Texas. It's just the chassis, no motor. I love how he says here, was an up-to-date SFI roll cage. Like it was up to date at one point.
At some point, yeah.
At some point, no fuel tank, 720 ratio with Rockwell rear end. It's I guess this is the housing for the motor. Motivated seller, definitely need to price that in. It looks like a super comfy seat there. Nice shine on the rims. It's a pretty solid tractor. Greg, I don't know if this is going to make you want to reconsider the other tractor or not, but
I might want to add another one to the stable.
I think you might have to. You're
boy.
gonna need some more names though, for sure. We'll start.
Remodel 2. The remodel
Yeah.
2.
We'll start with you, Greg. What do you think this tractor has been listed for?
I'd have to say $6,800.
$6,800.
Huh.
Okay. We're gonna move to Uncle Kev now.
I'm gonna say that's a $4,200 piece.
4,200. Okay, now we're gonna go to Jason, then Kenzie.
I'm gonna say 4,900.
4,900. And Kenzie?
5,900.
5,900. And I want to just remind everybody in the audience, feel free to play along. If you
Yep,
get
Donnie
the exact,
Donnie Reeves in at 7,500.
okay.
Manuel Vera's in at 4,200. Brett Chipineri coming in strong at 15,000.
Wow.
Justin Van Tassel, that's 7,000 all day.
Wow. Well, we'll go to Spielman. What do you think?
I'll go with 7,000.
7.
John
Now,
Estes,
Mike.
72.
I was at 5,500, but then we added the roll cage. So let's go with the modern light super and let's go $6,200.
I didn't look at the roll cage.
Doing the weight.
I like the thought process, Mike. That was good.
The roll cage for
I'm
sure.
glad you picked up on that, Brian. Being it's holiday week and all.
Now, we'll go Trev.
7250.
I want to also point out that this week Trev is with Dad, so
Oh, he
not
can't
going to be.
cheat.
Hopefully,
He's not
not going to be.
cheating.
cheating.
I got his phone right
I wonder if we'll see a big difference in the accuracy of the guesses,
here. I
but
think Bree's probably trying to text him, but
That's what I heard. I heard the ding, ding, ding.
I got this, guys. This is a fair.
Hey, James.
yeah.
Brent Chippenary says, I'm near Mexico. That's in pesos. Okay. It's 15,000.
Technical difficulties.
Mapola, you making love to your phone? What are you doing there, buddy? Oh, you lost it.
Pulling out and putting in.
Yeah, you put
All right,
something.
we'll go Dad while we wait for Greg.
I'm gonna go 75 hundo. I think I saw
7,500.
Donnie had that. I like that.
All
Hey,
right,
James.
now, yeah.
James, we're live on Instagram tonight for the first time ever. If
Oh,
you could say hi to
wow.
our Instagram audience.
Well, there we go.
Bring Greg back. Yeah.
Now, Steve, you're going to close us out. The lowest guess is Kevin with 4,200, and the highest is Brian with 7,500.
I mean,
What
look,
do you think this tractor's
this
listed
guy's
for?
motivated, but he's not 4,200 motivated. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And we got that 720, the 720 in the rock. I'm gonna go with wait, 7,500 was the highest.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm 7,501.
Oh,
I love it.
You
that's
bitch.
a solid move.
I mean, it's either that or $1. I don't have any other choices.
It's listed for 9,000.
You goddamn right it is.
Uncle Steve.
I kind of feel like
Starting off
James
strong.
let him into that a little bit. No, he didn't. He said lowest and highest. You're right.
Honestly,
I
I was
just
gonna
didn't-
go.
I
I was
didn't
gonna go with
know.
8,000, but I'll take the extra 499.
Well, there we go. That's
I had 9,000 written down as my first guess, and I scratched it out twice.
Yeah, Mike, we feel
Dang it,
terrible.
Mike.
rough.
I believe
He's
him.
got that almost SFI approved roll cage.
Well, it was at one point.
Formerly.
In 88.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
think
take the roll cage into
79.
account.
Yeah,
You guys also forgot that he's in Farmersville.
Wrong.
he's in Farmersville.
Farmersville into account.
So,
yeah.
and it comes with all the weights. Yep.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, first,
Nice one, Steve.
yeah,
Thank
first listing ever. Uncle Steve with the point. Now is a little bit cooler.
Ooh.
I have to
Ooh,
say,
that's my jam.
this is a mobile bar. This is an electric winch that puts out this counter here, and then it's a two-sided bar. So one side's in the trailer, one side's outside. It's a pretty sweet unit. They I think they're in College Station, Texas. It's a great trailer. There's two big ice melts. There's
Bless
a big rolling cooler that can store like 3,700 beers or something, they said. It's ADA compliant with their ramp in the back. It's got a 130 square foot deck out here. Comes with the generator, with bar stools, with tables. Yeah, I mean, it's ready to go. You can
You
see
said it's
that.
in College Station, Texas?
Yeah.
How far is that from Dallas?
Probably like 2 hours ish. It's where
Oh.
A&M is.
We'll go get it next week.
Yeah, if anybody wants to put in an offer, I'll go pick it up for you, bring it wherever you want to. You're gonna have to give me a couple weeks to get there, but I'll happily do it.
It's got TVs inside, huh?
It does, yeah. There's a TV there on the wall. There's a nice little like dance area on one side of it. It's a lot for a
man.
for a 28-foot trailer. Yeah, we'll keep it moving down the line, and we'll go Uncle Kev first. Seems like it'd be in your domain.
Oh, 28 foot,
Mm-hmm.
ADA compliant.
Is this a gooseneck or a bull trailer?
It's a bumper pull. Yeah.
Okay.
John Estevs, is it John Estevs or John of Steve's, Brian?
It's Steve's.
Steve says 17,000.
That's
way
too low.
That's way low.
Manuel Vieira says 85.
Manuel's closer.
I'm gonna say that's this might be low. 60, 70. $78,000.
78,000.
78,000. Yeah.
Okay. And we'll go Jason next.
25,000.
25. And
Oh,
now
I was too
Kenzie,
high. Shoot.
No, you're
37,000.
37.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to go to Spielman. I could see Spielman owning one of these 100%.
So what we got? $15,000 trailer, 15,000 to modify it, 15,000 because you're in a college town. So I'm at 45.
I mean, you
good.
really
That
can't
was
beat
very
that
good.
logic.
That was pretty brilliant.
Now, Mike.
Well, I'm just sitting here thinking about a camper. You know, if you bought a 2023 camper,
Yeah.
and I think that 45 grand is really, really close. I'm just going to lock in an even 50.
Even 50. Cheating Trev. It's on you.
I'm gonna go. Shoot,
It's hard when you don't know the answers.
it is really. I'm waiting for. I'm really just stalling so that
We should show a graph of Trevor's answer time in every other episode versus now.
What's that?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna say 55,000.
55. And Dad?
Well, I'm not as smart as John, but I was thinking 45,000, but I'm going to just go to 42,500.
42.5.
Come on.
Now, Uncle Steve, reigning or the leader
What's our range again? I mean,
No,
the low ones are too low. I know.
I'll give you the range. Anyone's happy. I'm happy to answer the range anytime. It's 25,000 on the low end and 78,000 top.
Yeah, 70 is too high, but the second one was at 55.
Yes, it was. It was 55.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing, right? 5501.
You
I
son
love
of a
it.
bitch.
Great.
Is it coming stock alcohol or is it just an empty tray?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Look, if you buy it, I'll stock it with
Sorry,
alcohol.
what's that?
Well, is it going to be down at the pits at GSI next year?
I mean, if
Depends
you
on
buy
the
it,
real
I'll pick it
asking
up
price.
for sure.
I think it depends on how much it really actually costs.
I want to
Yeah.
see Jason with the Tesla pull it.
Yeah, you could. We'll go to you, Greg.
I'm
What do
gonna
you
say,
think it's worth?
56,000.
56.
Oh, damn it.
He doesn't get to go last anymore, just so you know.
I guess not.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
hope it's
Well,
100,000.
actually, everyone but 3 people were pretty close.
Damn it.
It's 53,000. Okay. That actually, I believe that gives it to Mike at 50,000.
Nice.
Trev was close, 55, but the 50,000 will take it. Spielman's logic there was pretty solid. Good ballpark.
Yeah, I wish Spielman would have said that first.
Well, unfortunately, it's not how the game works. But, we're gonna go to this Pro Street 4-wheel drive mod truck.
Missouri.
It's got a Profab
You probably could.
gearbox, 472 gearbox Chevy, less than 20 hooks on this engine. It's got 513 gears in the front, 529 gears in the rear. It's from Nortonville, Kansas, and he doesn't need to sell it. It's it looks pretty good from these 3 pictures, but that's really all there is. I can't give you any more on the details of the interior, the engine, anything like that, unfortunately. I'll tell you though, it does sound pretty good. There's a video, and sounds good. So we'll go to Jason Schultz. You're gonna kick us off here. What do you think about this Pro Street?
62.5.
62.5. And Kenzie?
5,000.
Ooh.
5,000. Whoa. Okay.
Wait, Jason was saying, 62.5 or 62.50?
62,500.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, so we have established our range.
Yes.
And it's a big one.
And John, we'll go to you.
Oh man.
Well, dude, it was this. The tires.
4201.
4201. Wouldn't it suck if it was 42? Now, Mike.
I don't know. So Keith Hammonds is selling his motor right now, and he's one class right above this, and he wants $75,000 for the motor.
Whoa.
So a turnkey truck, one class below, and he says he doesn't need to sell it.
Yeah, he is not a motivated seller.
Options, Mike.
Oh man, $65,000.
65. Trev,
I like Manuel's guess. I was going to go 35,000.
35 grand. And Dad,
I'm at 23,500.
23.5. Uncle Steve, what are you thinking here?
I mean, this is not a motivated seller.
No, it is not.
Mm-mm.
But he's talking about a steel block Chevy, right? 472.
Yeah. I assume it's steel block.
I
It
mean,
did sound like it was on methanol, though. I don't know the limits.
Kevin's kind of terrible.
I mean,
Bad for Kevin.
I want to say I'm at 36,000,
36. Okay.
and he ain't gonna get it, by the way. But that's what he's asking.
Okay. Greg McCullough,
I think I'm gonna go for 39.
39. Okay. Now it's Uncle Kev, your last here.
What's
What
the
do you
range
think?
again?
Our range right now is 5 grand on the low end
5.
and 65 grand on the high end.
Am I the last one?
You are, yes. Talk us through
68.
your thought process here before you.
Well,
give us
Mike was talking about. He knows what the hell he's talking about. He said something
Yeah.
about 75,000 for a motor in this
Yeah.
class.
The class up, the class right above this. This is the pro stock guys, which the pro street guys will pull with the pro stock guys every once in a while.
Well, but this is a whole truck. You're right. So it's got
Yeah.
a bump. So it's got to be close to that. 70,000.
70,000. Well, Mike's logic clearly paying off for Kevin.
Oh my God!
75,000. And I could not believe it. But okay, so in their description, I had to take out a line, but it said with current motor for 75 grand or with spare motor for 35 grand. So
Whoa.
over half of the value of this truck is like, well, not even, it's way more than half because
I
it's
say it's the whole value.
for a spare motor. It's ridiculous. So 75,000 with, I mean, less than 20 hooks is still, that's not a fresh motor, but hey, it is what it is. 75,000. That gives the point to Uncle Kev, piggybacking off of Mike's knowledge.
Thanks,
but
Mike.
yeah,
Get half a point for that.
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
think so.
Mike a
You guys might
third
as
of
well
a-
start texting Trevor if we're just gonna tell everybody how we come up with this stuff.
Yeah, Mike gets a third of a point. So Mike is at
Okay.
1 and 1/3 points. And
Thanks, Mike.
Steve and Uncle Kev are both at 1 point.
And
Mike is
Kevin
in
gets
the lead.
another box of Kleenexes and some kombucha.
Yes. There are 4 listings left. Now, I want to move back to our discussion earlier about Compton, because Jason, I'm putting together a little bit of a starter pack for you. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you a couple of listings that I think maybe it might be a worthy investment for your trip to Compton. With Tony Souza, mind you. He sent me one of these.
Flat Bill Tony.
Yes. So the first one is a bulletproof vest.
Okay.
I figure it'd be good to have just in case.
That's government shit.
Yeah, it's from Quantico. So this one was probably a FBI asset at one point. But I think, Jason, it's good to plan ahead for your Compton trip. We'll start with Kenzie this time. What do you think the bulletproof vest has been listed for?
3,500.
3,500.
Mhm.
And now we'll go to Spielman.
Below that,
How far below?
sound like a fool. 1,300.
$1,300. Mike?
This sucks. I mean, they make $400 rifles out there, and they make $5,000 rifles out there.
Mike,
So to me, you're just trying to.
Mike,
You don't have to
Answer
kill the
the
guy. It's
question.
just the best.
yeah, answer the question, buddy. Give it away.
Mike, if it's a $4,000 rifle shooting at you, you want to get that.
You probably want $8,000 protecting you.
$1,100. I have no idea. I'm just saying, when it comes to the world of
$1,100.
guns and stuff, there's a
Let's
big
keep in
range.
mind here, this is a NIJ 4 rating. I have no idea what the fuck that means, but it is a rating. And it comes with the plates too.
Has
So-
it ever been shot, James?
Yeah.
No,
It's used, Brian. It's used.
Used.
But how
It is
it?
used, so it's
Got any holes in
definitely
it?
possible. But
Donnie
Does
Reed,
it-
how you just
That's what I'm
It,
saying.
Yeah,
it doesn't say
it's
worn.
really-
It says used.
you know,
True.
but really, okay. So I believe this is the front here, and this is the back. I could be wrong on that, but there are different sides clearly, and no visible intrusions. So either it wasn't used very well, or it does its job pretty well.
Or, yeah.
But it's got the plates in it already. I mean, obviously. So
Yes, it
That-
does. It comes with the carrier plus the plates.
does it say
We'll
if
go to
there's
Trev.
the ceramic plates?
You know, I can't give you the details on the material of the plates, Steve.
Well, that
I
would
love
help.
how LA's
Okay.
popping in with, hey,
Yeah.
I saw
Well,
this
we'll go to
guy-
Trev. What do you think about the ballistic vest?
I'm gonna go with 300.
Objection. Objection.
What? He took my phone over there. I'm not cheating.
How did
All
you
right.
cheat, Trev?
I didn't cheat.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Well,
this.
it's obviously cost $300. So how'd you?
All right. Well, we'll go to Dad next.
800.
800. And Uncle Steve,
650.
650. Greg, you have any experience with ballistic vests?
No, I can't say. I was trying to look at the FI rating, see if I could use it as a transmission blanket.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, let's find out how much it costs. It might make sense to do that. Honestly,
Wait, I didn't guess yet.
No, we're not going yet. But Greg, what's your guess?
I'm gonna say $695.
695. Uncle Kev.
I would say, even if it's used, there's only one bad spot probably. So I'm gonna say, and Trevor cheated at 300. I'm gonna say 301 just to be safe.
301. And Jason.
750.
750. You know, I think this kind of goes to show just, once somebody sets a precedent, everybody kind of just follows. Actually, $150. So
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure
I wouldn't trust
relative to a brand new ballistic vest what those cost, but
I think it's just a backpack then.
Wait,
it's possible.
James, can you just send me that link? Because I feel like for 150, I'm just gonna wear this some bitch every day.
It's really a small price to pay for that security. Yeah, I'll send you the link afterwards.
Thanks, buddy.
I am a little curious about the ratings though. I mean, I don't know. Now we'll go to our second Compton item. We've got this Cuban. Jason, I think it's kind of necessary. Obviously, you have the bulletproof vest. So you don't really have to be worried about being robbed. But I do think that it would be a worthy investment to just kind of bling up a little bit, So we'll start with Spielman. I could see Spielman rocking one of these too.
without a shirt.
It's 510 grams and it's out of Beverly Hills. So
James,
real thick.
before we start, is this gold plated, or is
No,
it?
this is solid gold.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
All right, thank
How many
you,
grams?
thank you.
508.17 looks like.
Does anybody know grams to ounces?
How many grams are in an ounce? And then how many is that
Probably
times
a
like
couple.
2,700? I think I got it.
We'll go to John Spielman first.
Oh, Flat Bill Tony's on the show. Damn, my boys were going to
I'll
Compton.
go
Our boy Hoodrat Hoochie Mama is going with us. He'll be skiing. That's awesome.
$1,800.
$1,800. Mike?
I have no idea. I have $17.99.
No, that's not how this
Oh,
works.
that's not good. That's not a good guess, Mike.
Jesus
Something
Christ.
different. Make a different
I
guess,
think
Mike.
Mike gets a redo. Take another guess. Mike.
Okay, Mike gets a redo, but I'm taking away his third point. So now he's at 1 point.
What, you go 1801?
Yeah.
That's what he meant. That's what he meant.
Oh, by the way, I guess I forgot to mention this, but the last guess, everybody was too high. Nobody got a point.
Yeah, you got the point, Jay. We know.
As per the rules, I get the point. So
Good job, Jay.
That's the
now,
best comment all night. This panel is really white. Yep.
who said that?
Somebody from Ohio.
All right. Well, so Mike, 1801, solid guess, really, really good. We'll go to Trevor now.
What's the range right now?
It's
I think it's 1800 to
1801
1801.
right now. Yeah. I think I'm going to subtract a point for that question, honestly. But
But I haven't been paying
We'll see.
attention.
go ahead.
He's been surfing Facebook.
No, I
all day.
haven't.
I bet he has.
I have not.
Trev, what's your guess?
I'm gonna go 40,000.
40,000.
I think everybody's way too low.
And Dad?
How?
Is like a pound of cocaine a possibility to pay for this or no?
We can, if you give me a conversion, yeah.
I don't know what the street value is.
Eric Rocha always throws in an 8-ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Eric after the show and see if the dollar amount matches up. But
Well, if we got to pay cash, I'm gonna go for $1,250.
$1,250. Uncle Steve.
I mean, 510 grams is over half a kilogram. And a kilogram is 2.2 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
So this would be like almost, it would be 11 to 12 ounces. And
Hey, Steve, there is a time limit on this game.
I'm
Just
thinking
throw a
this
fucking
should-
number, okay?
not 12, 17 ounces. I'm going to go with $43,000.
Jeez.
43.
Oh, that means I'm close.
Trevor
Wait, what
just
did you
feels
say,
so
Trevor?
validated yet now.
I said 40,000.
Wait, real quick,
Yeah.
Steve.
I
how many
mean
ounces in a
40,001. And there's
No
16,
way.
16 ounces in a pound. So this should be about 17, like between 16 and 17 ounces.
How many pounds are in a? Okay, yeah, that's
I
fair.
think there's 2.2 pounds in a
Yeah,
kilogram.
no, you're right. We'll go to Greg now.
I'm probably gonna shoot for 36,000.
36,000.
Jesus Christ.
Quite the range here. We'll go to Uncle Kev.
Can I double up on somebody else's guess? Because I did the math too.
Add $1.
No, I want
You
to go
can,
40,000 even.
you can double up.
40,000.
How many?
40,000 even. I'm
40,000.
I mean,
Oh,
No,
interesting.
no. I already
They'd
took
each
it.
get a half a point, right?
We'll go to Jason.
Wait, whoa. Can he do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been done before. If you're
These
both
guys are
right,
so-
you both get 3
Split the
points.
point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. If they're dead on, they'd get it 3 points.
Yeah, we'll see. Jason.
Why is somebody selling something from Beverly Hills on Facebook Marketplace?
That's a great question. Probably because it's a gold chain and it was most likely stolen, Jason.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
So there
Does it
might
have
be a
a title?
discount.
Does it have a
I
title?
don't know.
Does it run when parked?
I can't guarantee the mileage on this unit, but it's nice and shined up. So
I'm saying 26,500.
26.5, and Kenzie
17.5.
17.5. Now, I want to ask a couple questions here. First of all, Dad, how close attention were you paying to Trevor's actions over the last 5 minutes?
I'm telling you, when I objected,
fucking
it's because he was cheating.
Bullshit.
He took his. I just got the phone
No,
back,
he's had the phone on his side the
and I
entire
did see
time.
about 17 of those little scales on his.
No,
And if Uncle Kev also picked the same number, they're both full of shit.
that is not
They're
true.
both cheating.
I
Well, you're dead
followed
on right
Trevor
because it's
he's
$40,000.
Oh, those cheating bastards.
I feel like Trevor was cheating, and I followed him in because I knew he probably had it.
I like that he's open.
Honestly,
I like
I
that Steve's
believe-
the only one who actually makes sense.
I believe that.
Thank you,
And
Jason.
Steve was close. Steve was
I
real
think-
close, and
I
he
think
did some
Let's just
math.
give the point to Steve.
I
Why
think
didn't everybody else get a point? Except
Well,
Does
I'm
Steve not get a
unfortunately-
GSI T-shirt this year, or is he a little hungry for a GSI?
I mean, I got my old one on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give 1 point to Trev and 1 point to Uncle Kev.
I get robbed every time I get it right.
Well, when you make it so obvious,
That's what
Trev,
cheating does, Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah.
And I caught you cheating, and I got a point too, buddy.
I think after this episode, we'll just instate Uncle Steve as the new member of the show and take Trev off, just to really keep the integrity of it alive.
Yeah.
Jay, you know I'll do whatever you need, brother.
Without further ado, we'll go to this listing sent to us by Tony Souza. Jason, he wants to cruise around Compton with you in this 77 Lincoln Continental.
Oh,
Damn.
Got a custom paint job.
Oh, with my rag top down, so my hair
Runs
can't-
real good. It's a great car, good weekend driver. Got a 2-pump
Wait,
setup.
was
I'm not
Jason just
sure.
quoting? I think Jason was just quoting Vanilla Ice.
Yes, he does quite often.
Can you repeat that, Jason?
Gin and juice.
Oh, it was Snoop Dogg.
Can you blow
Can you-
that picture
can you read
up with
through
the
the-
driver?
Sure
Can you read
thing.
through the description?
Kind of looks like Uncle Steve right there.
It
Oh, it does.
it kind of does.
Not
It's
anymore,
not, though.
anymore.
Oh, wait a minute.
Zoom
Hey,
in.
homie.
It's not Uncle
If a Mexican Uncle
Uh,
Steve,
That's
no, see,
Alex.
I was just gonna say that's the Mexican Uncle Steve. That's correct.
That's Tio Esteban right there.
Yeah.
Check out the graphics on this bad boy.
what's it say? Does it say Compton?
No, it's
No, but it could.
Hey, do those
What's
side
that?
pipes, are they hooked up? Because that is sick as hell.
It looks like they're
I mean,
covered.
they're capped, but
That's-
they might have a bypass.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not sure. There's only 3 of them. I guess.
Is
it's
it parked
nice.
at a hotel? Is it parked at a hotel? That left
That's a
picture.
Jolly Kong.
I don't know what Bud's Jolly Cone is, but
Or like ice cream.
Oh, cone. I thought I said Kong.
Oh, it's an ice cream shop.
yeah, it looks like an ice cream shop.
Welcome to the candy shop.
Yeah. Well, this one's actually from Red Bluff, believe it or not Compton. Quite a ways away from Compton, actually. But I
Hey,
think
Brian,
it'd be a
what's Trevor
great
looking at?
investment.
And what are you looking at?
I'm texting with your mom.
I'm texting
Oh,
too.
Trevor, put your
What?
phone down.
No, I'm texting.
Yeah, no shit,
Thanks
you're
to everybody
texting.
who's
Put your
sending
phone
in the
down.
listings, I'm sure.
No.
Trev, why don't you kick us off here?
I'm gonna go 69,000.
69,000. And Dad?
Now I know you're cheating, Trevor.
Shit, I mean, it's 40,000. I don't know.
40,000.
It's got the
And,
You
two
guys realize this thing runs good, right?
It does run good.
But,
He actually
but it's really a
mentions
weekend
it-
driver, though.
It runs good. It's a weekend driver. It's a great
And
car.
it's a great car.
And
What's
it's a
that
nice
part?
cruiser.
What's
I
that
mean,
FB
like,
part?
What more could you want here out of this thing?
Hey,
FB.
Jaybird, two pump setup means like for the hydraulics, right?
Yeah, no, I figured, but it doesn't show any. I would expect like a picture of hydraulics in action.
Me too. I mean, it sounds like the fronts and the backs.
Right. So, I mean, I'd assume, but I can't give you for sure.
I'm gonna price that in.
Yeah, for sure. It's you. It's on you, Steve.
Oh crap.
Oh, shit. That's a good question, actually.
I mean, I want to say this is a $52,000 offer.
52,000.
Offer?
Greg, what do you think?
Well, offer to sell.
You know, I I'm kind of curious what the stereo is like in that thing. I'm surprised they
You
didn't.
know, I'm not sure. You could see
got
here.
four
There's four pretty good sized speakers.
Those are 6x9s.
Those are 6x9s. I don't even see any woofers.
They're in the trunk.
They're in the trunk.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
the
true.
trunk's full of hydros and shit.
The trunk might be full of Hydra, so I don't know.
Donnie Reeves says, "Hey guys, Donnie Reeves says $100 car with a $40,000."
I hear you.
It's probably right. I think Donnie's on the money.
I think
Well,
I think that might have a big motor too, being a Lincoln Continental. $7,000.
sorry, say one more time. Cut out.
Say 47.
47. Okay. Uncle Kev, it's to you now.
You guys are crazy. This thing's not in Compton. It's in Red Bluff. It's a long way from
Well,
home.
we'll get it to Compton, Kev.
Is it bougie? Is Red Bluff bougie?
No,
It's just very far north from Compton.
Okay.
I
Is it
think
north
you've
of
all
Madera?
overshot a touch.
it's very north of Madeira.
What kind of car? It's a
Okay.
1977
77
Lincoln.
Lincoln Continental.
It's not the ideal car for a lowrider. Olive says $17,000.
17,000.
It's
Jason, it's to you.
I'm at 19.9.
19,900.
What? It's worth
And
way more than-
Kenzie,
The paint's paint.
25,000.
25,000.
I feel like
Well-
I feel like it's a $25,000 paint job.
Hey, hold
Good
on.
news
Let's go.
for
Tony
a lot of
Sousa
you.
sent-
In case
Tony
you're,
Sousa
I'm
sent
sorry.
us in.
It's gonna go to John now.
What's the low number?
It's 17,000 right now.
I'll go 1701.
1701. And Mike,
$15,000.
15 grand. Well, it is $18,000.
That's a good guess.
That's
That
a
gives it to
steal.
Damn it, John.
John just
What the hell happened?
I was a little suspicious of Uncle Kev's remarks there, but I'll let it slide. He doesn't get the point anyways.
It's
So I
a
give it to
Lincoln,
John.
and it's in Red Bluff, bro.
No, yeah,
It's the
hey,
last time you
it's
guys
all
bought a
good.
lowrider.
So John with the point. This it puts us in a pretty good place here. Uncle Kev has 2 points. Steve, Trev, Mike, and John all have 1 point, and myself. We all have 1 point. Currently, Brian, Greg, Jason, and Kenzie are without a point. We're going into our last
We
listing
could
here.
have figured that out on our own, Jay. Thanks.
Yeah, no,
No, I
just
think
wanna
it was worth
make
saying.
sure
James. You-
everybody knows we're all on the same page. The audience is aware. So anybody could take it theoretically with a 3-point perfect guess. For this next one, good
keep an
luck.
eye on
It
Trevor.
is a 4-wheel drive lawnmower. It looks like I forgot to change the title. Forgive me
It's
for that.
another Continental.
This is actually not a 77 Lincoln Continental. It's a 4-wheel drive lawnmower. It's I believe it's a 350 4-stroke based on the exhaust pipe, but they don't give us too much here. They say it's a 10-speed. I don't know if I really don't know the setup. These are the only 2 pictures that the seller gave us from Louisiana. Probably a good swamp vehicle.
Whose dog is
And
this?
Sorry.
Yeah, some dog is mad.
Let me.
Did you offer it peanut butter, Kevin?
I'm gonna take this with me so you know that I'm not cheating. Come on, Olive. I'm gonna take the dog out. Sorry.
We'll start off here, I believe, with Spielman, or I forget who started last time. We'll go to Uncle Steve. We'll start us off.
Come on.
4-wheel drive lawnmower.
Go, buddy.
4-wheel drive lawnmower with a 350 and a 10-speed.
Yeah, 10 speed. And it has penalty of power to take off and top end.
Do you think that maybe he meant plenty?
Plenty.
Well, for sure, but he said penalty. I think that. Oh, jeez.
There's a lot
I
of
believe
noise
that's a
happening.
testament to his intelligence. Maybe that influences the price.
Well, I think it will.
Yeah.
I just don't know which direction.
Yeah.
So if I had
You know which direction.
so if I had a lawnmower that had a 350 in it, I'd probably be looking at. Also, I spelled plenty wrong. I'd probably be looking at $2,800.
2,800. Okay. We'll go Greg next.
I gotta say, that's a mean looking machine, so I probably got to give it about an $800 value.
$800. Solid.
Do you know that it has a penalty of takeoff power?
It does have a penalty of power to take off. And
Top end.
is Uncle Kev back yet? I can't see.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
I took you with me the whole time.
Oh, okay. What do you think? By the way, it's 36-inch tires. If that
I was
helps
not
you.
paying
Oh,
attention.
you didn't say that before.
Would you like to change your gas, Uncle Steve?
Shit.
I know what.
Bigger than my truck.
I've been looking at pulling tractors. And they don't. This thing's got a 350.
Yeah.
No, it has. Kevin, that's
One of a
CCs.
kind.
It's not cubic inches.
That's
Huh?
CCs. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to feed the dog. Let me catch up here. It has a penalty of power.
Yes, it does.
Take off and
It was
top
only
end.
funny the first time, dumbass.
Yeah.
No, but that's my first time saying it, and it's in Basher. Third. What are the other guesses?
Don't tell him.
I have to tell him, unfortunately. It's 2,800 high and 800 low.
I feel like those are low. It's got a 350.
Kevin, it's
Yeah.
CCs, not cubic inches.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
oh, I thought it had a 350 like a Chevrolet.
Hey, we're splitting the pot. Hey, we're splitting the prize if you win, right?
Let's say 3,300.
3,300.
$3,300 American US.
American US dollars. We'll go to Jason now.
900.
900. Kenzie,
850.
850.
Come on,
And
guys. This thing's got a
John Spillman.
350.
This looks like something you'd own, I think.
We got a $800 quad and a $200 mower, a bunch of beer.
Yeah, tons of beer.
901.
901.
Hmm.
And
Might
Mike,
have gone too high.
So they use these when they're harvesting the crawdads down there. It's like a swamper. So it's a very applicable piece of farm equipment, very high demand, $1,200.
absolutely. 1,200. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Trev,
I was gonna go 1250.
1250. Dad, last guess of the night. Just walk us through here. Like, what makes you think of your guess?
Well, I think it's cool as hell.
Yeah, for sure.
The blue and orange goes together like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
But I mean, are we calling it is it really called a mower? Because I don't see a mower.
No. But it's more of
utility
a
vehicle.
It's more of a utility vehicle, like Mike said. This is definitely an
agriculturally inclined.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it used to be a mower. I mean, that's what the guy's saying.
Yeah, I've never harvested crawdads. I didn't know that was a thing. But
Yeah.
we're getting a little bit of rain here in Central California, and there is a little bit of mud. Some of the places I have to go in the morning. So, I mean, it's got a little deck on the back. Holy smokes!
Yeah,
For the crawdads.
And a
Yeah,
fan.
crawdad,
for the crawdads.
Or hay, you could put flakes of hay on there and go feed your animals.
Yeah,
I'm all in at 1,300.
Got a
1,300.
little, like a radiator fan back there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
I don't think that goes. Can I get
I
the
think-
Winston sign too, though?
It may have been a bit high.
Oh, that's
I
a
don't know if
good
that's
eye.
priced into it.
I mean, can we work a deal for the Winston sign, Jay?
Good
I wish
eye.
I could. I wish I
I
could.
thought it was a
And what the hell's
350
it-
though.
What did it say on the side there? Can you read that?
Over here.
No, right on the right there.
Something LLC.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a company rig.
Oh, we recycle.
Oh, we recycle.
No, we are cycles.
Yeah, this guy clearly not the greatest at spelling.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like the
penalty
we
of power.
recycles. Please let
No,
Yeah.
I think he is good at
Hey, his
spelling. I
phone
think
number's
this
there.
spells
You know, we
cycles.
could call this guy and get him on the show right now.
You know?
Okay, what's his number? What's his number?
It's right
Okay.
there. Zoom back in.
You got zoom back
Okay,
in.
wait. Before we do this, back up. I want to say I am introducing a new segment to this show where the last listing, we're going to call the seller and try and make a deal.
Nice.
Phenomenal idea.
But unfortunately, the two people that I messaged for this time, they both, one didn't respond, and one said he's a quiet guy and not a big talker.
It's okay.
So
Call him anyway.
unfortunately,
Just like
we
me.
can't call them. I would love to see if this guy picks up. In Louisiana, it's 10:30 right now, I believe.
What's the number? What's the number?
318
318
3 something 7.
307
3-something-7. All right, Kev, I need a back number, buddy.
It's 318-307-5278.
And his name?
Take you back
It
with
doesn't
me.
say.
No name.
Just say, hey,
Okay,
is
what's
this
what's
weed?
You have his
I'm
address.
interested in the mower? Okay, everybody be quiet.
10:30 at night.
Ask him if he's got the deck for it still.
tell
The lower
him
deck.
you're interested in the 77 Lincoln Continental.
Hey,
I
we're
just wanna know
interested
about the
in the
penalty.
lawnmower with 36-inch tires that you have on Facebook Marketplace. Is it sold yet? How many offers have you had? Quite a few. They're too low or what?
No, they're too high.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is awesome.
How long have you guys had that? Okay.
That's good
I mean, do you
idea.
have to sell it? Are you guys movable on the price? Yeah, the big tires are sweet. I like the big. That's what drew me to it right away. Did you guys build this yourself or did you use it in the business? So have you used it yourself though?
Yeah, we took it money. We run it out there. What it is a big 350 4-wheel with the body welded.
Oh, it's a big bear 4-wheeler. Awesome.
Oh,
It's got 4-wheel drive and everything. That's awesome. I love it.
People with crazy stuff like $10,000, $12,000 stuff. Let's stop and take pictures of it.
That is awesome.
Million reviews on that Ricky and the Boss on the YouTube thing. He stopped by one morning and did a little skit on it or whatever. And he got like over 1 million reviews on it.
No way. What's a YouTube channel? Ricky the Boss?
Yeah, Ricky and the Boss.
Are you having turkey or brisket for Thanksgiving?
Ricky.
Turkey. Well, see, I'm from Wisconsin, and we have turkey, but we drink Busch Light and turkey. Like, what else goes with your turkey meal down in Louisiana?
Oh, and a little bit of everything. So candy jams and duck, alligators, and I like alligator balls,
Did you say alligator balls, ma'am?
alligator testicles, and like you make them in a ball, like a sausage ball kind of.
Fuck.
That is so alligator testicles, basically, correct?
No, it's not testicles. It's just alligator tails.
Tails.
And you roll them up with cheese and Bisquick and stuff.
That sounds amazing. How many people are coming over?
I really don't even know.
Just open the front door, and whoever shows up is good to go.
Got 3 kids and he's got 4.
That's 7.
My daughter probably when he comes out for a little while. Hopefully, I wish my son and them would come over, but we'll say Christmas we're all going to be together.
Yeah, I agree.
Or we are. And,
Can you ask what the top speed is?
my son lives in my grandmother's house. The house, like when I was a child, And I'm 50 now. Thankfully, this house is for my dad. This house for my dad was a baby. He's 72, I think. 62.
No,
Let
your
this
dad's
go as long as
50,
possible.
Your dad's not 62.
Now,